Hello YouTubers, this is Travis. Welcome back. I'm having a really good time in Crimson Vow. I know some of the other content creators aren't digging it, but I'm having an absolute blast. I hope that you're enjoying watching the videos. The one I have for you today was a little bit different in that I had one primary color and then I thought, do I pair it with this color? Do I pair it with that color? And we finally ended up with something that I was very happy with. If you like the content that you see here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. That'll get you an alert when there's new videos to watch, as well as help us grow. So it would be appreciated. Just click that little button there. I hope that you enjoyed today's draft, and don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. Right, enjoy. What have we here? I think Hamlet Vanguard really needs to be specifically in a human-heavy green-white deck, which doesn't seem like that much to ask. That is probably the deck I have played the least, because I haven't found a reason to get into it. And I think it's likely a card that we could take here and have a low likelihood of playing, but if we did play it, it would be very good. The other pick would be Lunar Rejection, which I think is quite reasonable. But I'm going to give myself the opportunity to get into green-white humans, because it's a deck I haven't played very much and I'd like to be capable of drafting it. I don't think Czech language puns would be quite good for me. But I appreciate it, Nicholas. Now here's a tough spot for me, realistically, because I like Fellstinger a lot. And I also know that Fierce Retribution is very good. Some beer or some ale? I don't really drink much. And when I do, it's never beer or ale. I like wine or whiskey or mead. But I haven't had anything to drink in ages. It's just not really my jam. I think I like the Singer better. I think I like this better than the Fierce Retribution. Well, it's a matter of like reasonable removal versus incredible value. This can attack, it can block and trade with anything, it can draw me cards, it can burn the opponent. There's too much flexibility on the Stinger. I think I would have picked the removal over any of these cards, though. But like, this is just too high of a ceiling for me to ignore. This pack's a little poopy. I do like the Magma Pummeler. I think it goes best in green-red, which is a spot where the Hamlet Vanguard really doesn't want to be. The Mind Leech Ghoul isn't good enough to take out of this pack. Yeah, the only card that's good enough to take out of this pack is the Pummeler, so I don't know what I'm thinking about. We take it. I'm thinking about what it goes with, and it doesn't matter what it goes with. You take the best card. Werewolves are humans sometimes. So it could be played in green-red. I just don't think that would be the best spot for it. Well, nothing exactly screaming at me here as to good card. The Farmer's all right. The Heroine's all right. The Luigi board is pretty good in blue-green only, has been my take so far. Yeah, Sweatsuits tonight in about 2.5 hours. I think the Farmer leads us to the most opportunities, but we will see. This has been a tough seat to navigate so far, which is good. You shouldn't be picking those incredibly highly. I mean, they're all worse than an Evolving Wilds. But like, if I know what color I am and I see one go by that's in any of my colors, I'm interested in it. but like I'm not picking it over removal or efficient creatures. Basically filler, but they don't really make filler cards anymore, right? This is another tough pick. I think the Scorpion's the best card, although the Belligerent Guest is pretty dang good too. Let's talk about, actually, let's swing for the fences and take the Blood Hypnotist. If Black-Red is open, this will be good in it. The Tri-lands were generally better than Evolving Wilds. Beginning of your end step, if you gain life, create a blood token, sacrifice 2 blood tokens. I get a 3/3 that drains. I like the Blood-Soaked Reveler a good bit. We might be going into Black-Red, which I have played this color pair, but I haven't played an aggressive version of it yet, which I think is generally what this color pair wants to be. Well, I may not be building an aggressive version now. So we could take this Guest. I guess the Guest still gives me the opportunity to be in basically black anything. Yeah, that just makes more sense. I think we've got a better start to Orzhov. Yeah, I won last week. It was the first event with Vow. It's a smaller tournament this week, though. It was 32 players last week. It's 16 this week. I like the Mariner a good bit. But I think I want to take the pointed discussion. Because right now I'm like, we're going to play black. I like the Bloodseeker. I like the Farmer. I like the Stinger. I like the Guest. I like the card draw. And we'll see where we can find some removal. Pass me a couple of Braids, we're in red. Pass me a couple of Werewolf Punches, we're in green. We're probably not playing the Vanguard in any of those decks. Which is unfortunate, but it is kind of is what it is. Thanks. I was blue-black exploit zombies. All right, I'll play more Guests. It's up on my YouTube, exclamation point YouTube if you'd like to see it. It's Crimson Vow Draft #1 on my YouTube. The whole thing's there. It was a fun draft and a good deck. Why would I want this? I could see some potential value here if we got into blue. Let's play this. Yeah, I think we're probably off of green, because even if we get into green, we're not playing that. Because like we're pairing something with black. Okay, I underrated this card and then got to watch people play with it, and it was really good. But the question is, do we take the white mythic that we are not really prepared for, but we could get there? Or do we take the butt fodder, which would already be good? We've kind of accidentally drafted a butt deck. Or do we take the bleed dry and just have access to a solid removal spell for black, which we know we're playing? Like, our deck is kind of set up already to be Orzhov adjacent. But I could still just get a bat or two and be happy with it. Yeah, I think the safe pick is the bleed dry, and that's what I want to take here. Now I can be a little less safe. Because we can use the Butterpult even if we're not in, like, green, for example. So this seems like a pretty good opportunity to get some booty. All right. So what if we were... Doing something sort of like this, maybe. And we picked up this bolt. You can sort of see it. I mean, it's at least going somewhere. Magma Pummeler is good specifically in red-green. You need to be able to ramp into this. It's a good card, but it's not deciding a game on its own. If the second one wheels, I'll play it. I'm not committing to red yet, but I'm saying we might be in red. Then again, we might not be. Because I do feel like we're way more set up to take advantage of black-white than we are black-red. Draft has better EV, and it's not a thinking thing. It's just somewhat obviously better. Okay, I could use you. The white went from, oh yeah, we're obviously white, to what? So we may just need to play this to get more stuff. The sealed EV on Arena, Mike, is really terrible. I would not play sealed on Arena unless I liked lighting money on fire. Yeah, I may have to do red just to get playables. Where did this green come from? I've got so many booty vampires. Not if you're playing sealed on Arena, sadly. You have to win the entire thing to get your payout, your buy-in back. Lost a round? Too bad, you're out money. Like, that's insane. All of the payouts for everything are fixed if they remove the packs and replace them with 1,000 gold. Because then the people that want the pack can go buy the pack, and the people that just want to play more can use the gold to buy into the thing. So as it turns out, green was what we were supposed to get into. I think here I'm going to take the heirloom and look to potentially splash ramp. Because I may need to Mardu this. But we're starting to move into a more traditional black-red deck. I don't think this deck wants to play the Hypnotist or the Lightning Wolf currently. Yeah, you just have to win the whole thing to break even. Huh, how's that for EV? I don't think we would play that artifact. I'm not jamming this many vampires. And I don't have that many blood tokens, but we can see. So the splash ramp plan is there if I want it. This is kind of my maybe pile, whereas the Pummeler and to the left are cards I'm thinking we're probably going to play. Kenny Loader was asking me a while back what I felt about the one-drop vampire, and I said I didn't really think it was playable. I would play one in this deck. I would not pick it highly, but being able to exploit it, this guy, there you go. Boom, done, in. I'm playing this. As long as we play red. Which is still kind of up for debate at this point. It's like, I can take this, and if white's anywhere near open adjacent, we'll just do it. Yeah, this is now better than literally all of the red that we have. Because I get 2 removal spells and a Wrath, so get flushed. I desperately need early game. And we'll find some. Like this. This is basically early game. The reason I would play it here is I think I have enough exploit in the black that I could be happy just having a body laying around. And it could start to add enough blood tokens that I start thinking about the statuette. But I think our power level goes up way too high if I do this. And like if we ever get these two in play, we just have infinite blood tokens. We draw our deck. Slowly. But we can do it. I guess you draw your deck slowly anyway, huh? All right, y'all. We got some cards we can play, which I appreciate, but I'm going to need the early game. I may only get early game if I go into red because somebody is just hoovering up all of the cards, but I am planting my flag. We are black-white, and if it's not open from here, I will go down with this ship. Fierce Retribution can be one of my 2-drops. I don't think we've seen a single Drogskull infantry. I feel like it's stupid not to take the bat, but like I could use this as a 2-drop replacement. Okay. So you're going to have to do duty as a 2-drop replacement. It's not ideal, but we take it. I do have 3 things to exploit it too. Not to mention, we could build 6 mana, ping your opponent for 1 every turn. That's pretty impressive. I could run this here. And now we finally get to the true what was open moment. And it was frickin' 8th pick of Braid. What the heck? Hey, what's up, Hogwarts? Hope things are well in your world. We've been here drafting the whole time, having a pretty good time, I think. This draft was a bit of a train wreck. But I think at the end of the day, I got something I can play. I'll take it. It is a combo with Blood Token. It's true. We were kind of obviously supposed to be in black-red, but the white cards were just better. Curious how this one will work out. I think I want to go at least 10-7. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable drafting this too, and having a good time. Oh goodness, I'm sorry, Hogwarts. I hope your doggo feels better and does well. I can remember when the little guy passed. It was really rough for me. So my heart goes out to you, my friend. All right, let's get her done. I like this one. Wonder why we say aggro for aggressive. It's not aggressive. Agri. Sounds weird in English, but we could probably get used to it. I'm playing an Agri deck. I don't see what's so wrong with it. Hey, both sides tried hard. All right, let's do the thing. Agricultural. I can see it. This is a pretty nice start. I can dig it. I like where this is going. That bat's mighty nice when enabled. This may be the first good Orzhov deck I've had. I like it. I like it a lot. I feel like I'm doing powerful things. No, not particularly naughty things. We have been abroad. I feel like I'm doing flooding out things now, which is a little less optimal. But we've got a good amount of blood in here. I think I probably need to start drawing it before they get out of this flood. Because we are at a bit of a flood or blood moment. be a really rotten time for them to have a counter spell. It is a small sweatsuit this week. I'm sorry, this was an invitation-only event. And you were not invited. How is it not flying? I need you to stop looking at it so I can tell if it has flying. It appears not to have flying. But I'm supposed to sack 3 here, right? Or am I crazy? Yeah, I'm not beating that. That could have gotten ugly. And then it didn't. Holy carp. How do I get the other mind rod in here? By cutting a combat trick that I never wanted. Can they have an aggressive start? No, I don't need this. I would rather have more dig. We're gonna have to beat a lobster. There's not a lot of one-landers I'll keep. I think this is one of them. If it hits the lands naturally, we're pretty bloody happy. And if it doesn't, well, we can just start discarding crap to dig towards them. You don't beat a lobster, you boil it. One down. Oh, that's never happening. And that's not what it was for, and that's really all right. Still in it. Sort of. Okay, they don't have it. I don't know why they're not exiling my graveyard, but I'm thankful. Yeah, I shouldn't have that in my hand, but we take these. How is this game still going on? Why am I not dead yet? I have so many questions. That's the one you want to counter? Okay. They've got that bomb in their deck. And it's just a matter of time until they draw it and are able to kill me with it. Like, I kind of need to leave 6 mana up for the rest of the game. Which is why I'm continuing to play these lands and not pop them for this. I guess we go one turn and play the Geist. And if they didn't top deck it this turn, I've got a kill condition. Okay, we should actually be able to pull it off from here. Go get him, team. Yeah. You got me. Pew, pew, pew. I made a mistake and I'm bad and I feel bad. Sorry, I'm starting to think about what I want for dinner. Well, I had nuggies for lunch, which means we're probably going to have soup for dinner. Well, it very well could. It's on my list of things to make an emote. It might be some nug. Because we've got some new emotes opportunities to craft. Sure. That sounds pretty good. The blood printer is going burr. Each player chooses a permanent they control. Okay. Blood printer stopped going burr. Yeah, they have a hull breaker. Pardon me. I can still kills him next turn. Soup and pancakes? That sounds pretty good. Could go for some soup and pancakes. All right, that was an interesting sequence of events that eventually led to us winning the video game, which I like. All right, back to it. It was indeed long and arduous. Oh, we were going to do Stream Raiders, and then I didn't. It's literally sitting there staring at you guys. Here, let's see if we can do it real quick. Like, well, but take a pause to do Stream Raiders, and then I didn't do Stream Raiders, and I left it up on the screen. And you'd think I was some kind of professional streamer, huh? The katana is there to kill bugs. I killed a spider cricket with it the other day. Yeah, those are real. All right, there we go. A victory for Upfish. Kevin Yeti with the kills, Wee Wizard with the assists, rewards for Skullinate, Orcish Artillery, and Miklas. Nice. Now we can get back to magicking. Again, sorry I kind of spaced out there. It happens. All right. Where were we? Oh, yes. Yeah, I grew up in the southeast where there are just bugs every damn where. Well, we don't have any murder hornets here, so I'll take that as a good thing. All right, it's got a plan. Joro spider? I don't reckon I've heard of a Joro spider. Really needed to hit the land drop this turn. But also need to not die to that. So. It's a cool looking piter. Those are good hits. We got a lot of stuff to deal with. All right, well, I ain't got to deal with that. I don't need to hear about big piters, man. That's scurry. Northern Georgia, yeah, that's a good ways away from me. I don't quite know what that does, but I ain't thrilled about it.
My will must be obeyed. I bring my own army.
Yeah, Soren
You
seems
wish
pretty
to
good.
know my secrets? Very well.
Well, now I have to beat them.
Get out of my way! Dire times call for dire tactics.
I didn't want to beat them until they Yorgoed me. Now I have to beat them.
Can I help you?
This is a tough one, somewhat obviously.
My ways are not for the weak.
Dang it, we're getting so close to being able to beat this damn thing. But I'm not quite there. Because I can wipe the board, but they still have the bloody Planeswalker. I can't duel with the Planeswalker. Okay, so this is 4 to pop. I'd have 4 mana left over. The Gargantua isn't doing it. Yeah, because this doesn't deal damage when it dies, does it? I need to read this card. Okay, you're right, you're right. I was confused.
Without me, we're all doomed.
I thought it dealt damage when it died. It's not. It's when it takes damage. I'll try to keep him. What's up, Timber? This doesn't get planeswalkers, right? Thank gods. Oh, you're right, I would have. I think that would have been better. Sorry, getting a little stuck in the weeds here. This has been quite an intense game for me. They weren't BMing me. They were basically saying they can't beat me. They have 4 cards left. I think they were legitimately just saying GG. They're showing me a lot more of their deck. The removal doesn't look that great, right? Like they've got a Rending Flame, 2 lacerate fleshes, and that's it. Because the Sorin's not going to kill anything. Bye-bye. Do they have a bleed dry? I didn't think they did. Let's peek. There's the rending flame. They do have a bleed dry. You're right. Okay, never mind. The removal's great. Good God. Good God. All right, their deck's better than mine. We're bringing in the hand disruption. Even if I'm just eating lands, it'll be better. I am going to have to keep the 1/1. It's a decent answer to their Pommeler. I probably want all the guests to don't need a combat trick, especially when they're playing around it. And I don't need this. Good grief, that's bloody terrifying. Like, very terrifying. Kind of hypnotizing to watch that Planeswalker symbol spin. If that was a swamp, I'd keep it. All right, we can try this. Had to 3 for 2 ourselves to keep playing Magic. This is not what I want to be using this on. But I'm so far behind I kind of have to. That's what I want to be using. I wouldn't say it's a particularly pleasant sound, but it's also not making me feel terrible. Well done. Flooding out against this deck is brutal. Everything they have is better than anything I've got. Oh, we're super dead. We're super dead. Oh, this is still the configuration I want. Can't believe I beat the Sorin, but then just can't handle being on the draw. Okay. I need to hit one land with this hand. If I can hit one land, we can play some Magic. So now would be good, Dak. It'd be really swell if you could hit me with that one land right now. Fudge! Because now I'm committed. I have to Retribution this. This is not a rough start. This is a fantastic start. This would have been good last turn. It is not good now. I mean, we missed our land. We're going to lose. Not a huge fan of that. Was it though? Game 1 was fun. Game 2 and 3, not so much. I think they're upset that I beat them in Game 1, Michael. Like, their deck is easily one of the best I have ever seen. That deck was insane. They're probably just pissed that I won a game. So I take that as a high compliment. They GG'd me on their turn. I briefly considered discarding that to the Blood Fountain. The old heroine of hope. I don't really want to imprison a heroine, but I may have to. Imprisoning the distracting geist would be nice too. Okay, so it is air power. That is the name of the game. But getting this out would indeed be nice. That's not doing anything. This probably isn't either. God, I can ignore him if I can just hit a bloody land drop, but I can't currently hit a land drop. So we gotta sit. I sure hope they don't put that on the distracting geist. Oh no, they put it on the distracting geist. Who's a weird dog? Okay. We are on stall tactics. I see. Okay, you're gonna make me do this, huh? What was it? It was a retribution, eh? Righto. Neat. That's cool. I would not call this looking good for the home team. I need too much to go right here. There's basically no way out of this for us. I can't even think of what I would draw that would do it, realistically. We got a long climb ahead. They can double strike it. They may be able to kill me here. I think I may just have to go ahead and sack. But let's go ahead. They could get to 8. And they do both of these. Because this is 5. And this is 3. So there's the 5 and the 3. Yeah, I can't wait another turn. Dude, pop your Evolving Wilds now. It would be really good for you. Oh, so good. Whew. I don't have a sideboard for this nonsense, but that was satisfying. That was incredibly satisfying. Do we know what their red's for? Because this just looks like blue-white nonsense. What would you splash for? I can't think of anything I'd want to splash for. Yeah, board wipe's great, ain't it, Jag? Was that 1 in a million talk? I'm not sure what you mean. Splashing for Audric? Probably not. Yeah, I think our main configuration is the way to go, unless we want to cut the combat trick, which I should have. Ah, okay. I saw that a long time ago, but it's been a minute. I'm trying to decide if it's better to exploit this. I think I want to do it. Like, they've already mulliganed. Thank you for your service to the skeleton. So they're splashing for that bolt, huh? I don't think that's the kind of removal I would splash for. But there's probably somebody who thinks it's a good idea. And I mean, it worked. See, that's a little different. I can get behind that. I can believe that would be worth splashing for. But a shock? I don't know about splashing for shock. Because it doesn't seem shockingly good. May as well get it just to get rid of the dang cradle of safety too. Like it's gonna have to go. Yes, let's bounce the thing that I get value from. I guess I'm getting value from both of them, so. This has been pretty good. I like this deck. Short of absurd decks with planeswalkers, it's been pretty good. I was trying to good game them, but I couldn't get there in time. That was a fun little deck. I liked that one. I earned that 2-1. That first game, though, was good, wasn't it? And a big thank you to my patrons. Paul, Punk, Adrian, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Richard, Michael, and Brandon. Thank you very much for your support. If you'd like to become a patron and see your name up in lights, as well as get some other cool rewards, please do check out my Patreon. You'll find a link below. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next time.